Hello, this is Andrew Delgado here, now reporting your August 2020 update for Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe 769. Now today I'm in the cab of the locomotive since currently we're just waiting for a reply from George R. Martin about the whole ordeal about the locomotive. Right now we're just doing some basic maintenance such as oiling up certain areas and cleaning out old oils. And right now we're back to giving tours. So the locomotive itself in the cab is 100% there, except for the floorboards, of course. Those, over time of people visiting the locomotive, they've stepped in this one area to the point where the wood just couldn't handle it anymore. The seat right here, we're probably going to have to take that out of here at some point, since most likely some random people might sit on it, and you don't want to be sitting on these. Yet. Still need coverage for it. And yes, these are the original seats the 769 used to own when it was in service. Along with this one right here, which I sit on, which is in better condition than this one. But still, it's not safe to sit on, so I put this here so that I can wait for people to get to us. And for the tender, most likely we're gonna have to get a new one because you can probably see a lot of cracks in the tender right here, which it's not good, is it? Can't have that in the tender, especially if it's carrying coal or water or anything. And found some very interesting things in here, like some old coal that the 769 used to have when it was in operation, which ironically was left in the locomotive when it was abandoned. Speaking of things being abandoned, we actually started digging up one of the drive wheels and we found the timbers are still underneath it, which is a good sign that some of the track isn't damaged beyond repair, but it is damaged to the point where we should replace it. And next time we work, we're thinking about checking out the spool valve, see if we could loosen it up and see if we could take one of the linkages off to get it ready to be moved. But for now, the locomotive stays idle, just staring at itself in a window. And most of the time we're just fiddling with stuff that just seems to be a little bit of a problem. Speaking of problems, we thought asbestos was starting to come out of the locomotive slowly, but that's not the case. It was just some of the paint was starting to chip off to the point where it would become powder. And to say the least, for now, we're at a bit of a halt for the restoration project. Since, we don't have any feedback, and quite frankly, our volunteers have sort of gone off for a little while. But if you haven't noticed, now we're going to be posting monthly updates for the 769. Every second update will be at Lamey, talking about the railroad she might run on. And, every month after that, we'll be at the locomotive discussing the locomotive itself, such as parts that are worn or parts that just need to be completely rebuilt. But either way, that was this month's update for Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe 769. Currently our GoFundMe page is also at a halt, so we're in a bit of a problem. But mostly the whole project is at a halt because of the whole COVID incident, especially since recently there's been fires close to our area, which is a big risk for this locomotive. So next time you'll be seeing some better progress.